With one of our favorite guests around here, Sandra Bullock. 2 years after winning the Oscar, she's finally returning to the big screen in the new movie. It's called Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Sandra plays a 9/11 widow and mom to a 9-year-old boy trying to cope after their tragic loss. Take a look.
What do you miss about him?
Oh, I miss so many things about him.
I miss how I could tell the weather just by touching the window.
When he would come in the house and yell, What's everybody doing?
He told me. He said, I really love your mother. She's such a good girl.
Welcome back, Sandra. It's nice to see you. I feel a need to start this interview by telling our viewers two things. One, bring tissues.
Yes.
And it's a very emotional and powerful movie. And the second is if they're going to this movie because they want to see you up on screen for the whole film, this is not that movie. I mean, you're in there about 15 minutes.
It's actually 24 minutes.
Okay, sorry.
Yes,
I miscalculated.
Throughout the whole film. Strategically placed moments.
Yeah.
But no, it's truly this amazing story of this child's point of view of what happened in his life that was this horribly tragic event. And to see it through his eyes is far more, I think, poignant and impactful than to see it through an adult's eyes.
And I bring it up only, first of all, you're great in those 22 minutes, but also
24.
Because 15, the way I calculate.
24.
But I like it because I like the fact that you did this. I think there are a lot of A-list actors who would have said this isn't a big enough star turn for me, and I admire your choice on that.
I've already had those moments, I think. I mean, there might be more, I don't know, but I don't know how many moments and opportunities like this there'll be. With stories like this, with directors and casts like this. It, you know, it's where like the rare moments in life where all the elements are there and they all come together for some strange or bigger reason. And you know, you can't say no to that.
It's haunting stuff. I mean, it takes place 9/11, or as it's called in the movie sometimes, the worst day, here in New York City as those planes hit the World Trade Center. You were actually in this city, so I mean, this is close and personal for you, as it is for a lot of people. As part of the research for this movie, you went and listened to the voicemails that were left behind by people trapped in that tower for their families. Just talk to me a little bit about that.
I mean, the fact that we were given access to them by the families, or that they allowed people to have access to them, is pretty...
Yeah, why do you think they shared? Were you surprised by that?
I was at first, until you see the tremendous gift it was to them, left by those who are no longer here. You know, so many of them were a progression of emails from, I'm going to be fine, everything's great, don't you worry, to, we're trying to find a way out, and then, of course, the final outcome. But I was absolutely... and still am. It's haunting and it's inspiring that the last message inevitably was one of hope for the families left behind. And I as a human being, you don't know how to comprehend that, but I'm so glad that those handful of people had that gift. They didn't have the contact that they would have loved, but they are able to have this gift in the strength of the loved one. Just what they gave is just mind-blowing.
Let's talk about the young man who plays your son in
Thomas
this,
Horn.
Thomas Horn. I mean, he is in just about every scene. You're in 8 minutes, but he's in just about every scene here, and he is extraordinary.
Yeah.
When you look at him, and you know this movie's going to change his career, what advice do you have for a young man like that?
You don't give someone like Thomas Horn advice.
Why not?
Because he doesn't need it. And this isn't going to be his sole career. He is destined to do so many things of great worth. Not that acting isn't something of great worth, but he has he knows what he's here to do, and he has so many interests, and he might only be 13, 14. I don't know if he's 13 or 14, but he is far more educated, wiser, kind, empathetic than most adults in this room. And I don't say that as a negative thing. I just say that he is an extraordinary human being, and he was given this opportunity. It was something he wanted to take, and he did not shy away from it from day one. It's frightening to watch his level of professionalism. It was frightening.
Other great, I mean, Tom Hanks is in this as well. Max von Sydow is He never says a word without giving anything away about who his character is. He's a guy who either has lost the ability to speak or chooses not to speak. We don't know. And the power he brings is, I was blown away by him.
Yeah, it's the beauty of this story is it shows so many points of view of grief and how vastly different they are. And, you know, we like to see pretty grief on film, but in the end, you have such a cathartic response to this movie. It lets you feel what you're feeling, whatever it is, you know, and it's a rare thing. Let's
leave them laughing, okay? Let's end on a lighter note. Christmas around the corner. I was reading you were going to spoil the pants off of Louis. We have him in a soundproof booth down in the basement of NBC, so he can't hear. What's the most extravagant thing you're going to buy him?
I don't know if I've stopped.
What did you buy? What'd you buy?
I'm not going to tell you
Come on,
what I bought.
he can't hear.
No, but then that's all. No, I'm not going to tell you because he understands everything.
You bought him a plane, didn't you?
I kind of did. G5. I got him a G5.
That's good.
Maybe he'll let Mama
grow
use it.
Into it.
I don't know.
All right, what's your favorite Christmas song? And since you're musically trained, sing it, please.
I usually, because that gene did not pass on to me. Like sometimes two doctors don't have a surgeon child. They have, well, we've seen what happens. Usually my favorite Christmas songs are ones that are like by some choir, some beautiful choir with a great orchestration. It sounds like it's in some holy place.
Do you have a name? I mean, is it
no. Again, because there's many.
Okay.
I know you want me to pick one thing, but life isn't about just one thing, Matt.
It's true. It's true. I just want to say this
I'm sorry, you guys. You have to deal with this every day. I have to deal with this once every 2 years.
The movie is incredible, extremely loud and incredibly close. Sandra's 2 minutes in this movie are just incredible.
Why am I here? Why did I show up today?
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Good to see you. It opens in theaters on January 20th and nationwide on that day.